So are you waiting to feel confident before posting? Do you keep thinking to yourself, once I get confident and once I'm there, then I'll start posting? But what if confidence isn't something you get before creating content? And for me, and what I've learned is that confidence isn't something really that you build first. It's something that shows up after building a habit, repeated actions, and gaining confidence along the way. The thing that I found is that most people think confidence comes first, and so they wait. They read about things, research things. And waiting does feel sensible. It feels like a responsible thing to do. But what I found is that waiting quietly turns into procrastination. And that is the trap for a lot of people that are wanting to create content. Confidence comes from evidence, and really, if you think about it, evidence only comes from action. I just wanted to stop really quickly for a second just to tell you that I have a gear list linked down below if you want something that's going to get you up and going really quickly without much thought, but give you like a decent quality, like a high quality setup, camera, lighting, microphone. Then check that out in the description down below. And if you think about anything in your life, really, your first job, going to the gym if you've done that before, giving a presentation, your first time posting content, confidence followed repetition. It's only through doing things that we get better, we get more confidence, and then we arrive at that sort of confident state. And I've sort of fell into this same trap myself. I told myself, I need to feel more confident, more ready, more comfortable on camera. And in reality, nothing actually changes or did change until I started posting anyway. And again, it ties back to that confidence didn't show up first. It showed up because I started. The other thing is that oftentimes what I find is that you're comparing your beginning to somebody's middle. And we see it all the time. You're scrolling through YouTube, you're scrolling through Instagram, and you see these like polished videos and you assume, that confidence came first. You don't see those like those early awkward uploads, the reps behind the scenes, all those like tiny steps that built up over time to make these like, super polished and confident videos that you see now that are blowing up and getting loads of views. Confidence isn't really like a personality trait. It's built through It's built through familiarity. Again, sort of like building those steps. The way to think about this is if you think about like two people, one waits until they feel confident. The other posts once a week anyway, even when it does feel like awkward to them. After 6 months, only one of them really feels confident, and it's definitely not the first one. The other thing is that there's no moment really when or where you suddenly feel ready. You post once a week, or you post once, it feels awkward. You post a few times, it still feels awkward. And then one day you realize, actually, this feels easier. I feel more confident doing it. And that is the confidence forming. So confidence is not the starting point. It's the side effect, really, of showing up. And it doesn't arrive before action. It arrives because of the action. And if you do wait for it, you're going to be waiting forever. You'll never get anything out, get any content out, create content, do the things that you want to do, build that business.